You know that moment when your phone lights up with an invite to something social? Your first instinct isn't excitement, it's relief that you have an excuse not to go. And the best part of your week? Friday night when you finally get to be alone. Not lonely, alone. The difference matters, and you've never really told anyone that out loud because it sounds like something's wrong with you. But here's what I want you to understand. There's nothing wrong with you.
What you're experiencing isn't antisocial behavior. It's not laziness. It's not depression, though people will try to call it that. What you have is a survival mechanism. Your nervous system is wired differently. It processes the world more deeply, absorbs more stimulation, and gets fatigued faster than others. Your love of home isn't a flaw. It's your brain's way of protecting itself. Think about it. Every time you walk outside, you're collecting data, the noise, the lights, other people's moods. You can feel them without them saying a word. Your brain is working the entire time. By the time you get home, you're not just tired, you're neurologically exhausted. Home isn't where you're hiding. Home is where you finally get to think without interference.
This has a name in psychology. Researcher Elaine Aron spent decades studying what she calls sensory processing sensitivity, the trait that makes certain people process environmental information far more deeply than others. She found that about 15 to 20% of the population has this trait. You're not broken. You're in the minority. Hans Eysenck, one of the most influential personality psychologists of the 20th century, called this cortical arousal. Basically, your brain's baseline activation level is naturally higher. That means external stimulation pushes you into overstimulation faster. Meanwhile, your nervous system has what researchers call a higher threshold for attachment, meaning once you're in a safe space, you need less external validation to feel secure. Susan Cain, who studied introversion extensively, discovered something crucial. People with this temperament don't avoid the world because they're afraid. They retreat because they have a biological need to regulate their arousal levels. Your home isn't a hiding place, it's a laboratory. It's where you can think, create, and exist without your nervous system being in constant defense mode. This didn't start last year. Go back to childhood. Were you the kid who got overwhelmed at birthday parties? The one who needed quiet time after school? The one who watched more than you participated? That wasn't shyness. That was your nervous system telling you something important. I process things differently. If your caregivers understood that, they probably gave you space. They let you recharge. You learned that home was safe because it was predictable. If they didn't understand it, they might have pushed you to be more outgoing, more social, more normal. And so you learned something else. The world outside is demanding, and I can't meet those demands without losing myself. Either way, your nervous system wired itself around the principle that safety equals solitude. Here's where most people get it wrong. They see someone who loves staying home and they think that person is lonely, that person is afraid, that person needs to get out more. But you know the truth. Your love of home isn't about running away. It's about running towards something. It's about honoring how your brain actually works. The person who forces themselves into constant social situations despite their nervous system screaming for rest, that's the one who's suffering. You're the one listening. Think about what home gives you that nowhere else does. Autonomy, control, the ability to move at your own pace, no one judging your energy level, no one demanding you perform. That's not weakness, that's intelligence. You've figured out what most people spend decades learning. The world will exhaust you if you let it, and the only person who can protect you from that is you. Your love of home is tied to something you deeply value, your own mental integrity, your peace, your ability to think without noise. And that's not something to apologize for. So here's what I'm asking you. Is your home a sanctuary, or is it the only place you've learned to breathe? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. And your response might just be the thing that helps someone else feel less alone in their love for staying in. And if this video made you pause, made you feel seen, or made you see yourself differently, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future deep dives into why you do what you do. The next video hits harder than this one. Click it.